Hello, hello, hello. This is Tati from the Power Surge Corner blog. Grace and peace unto all of you, and may God truly bless you. And my desire and prayer for you today is that God will send a supernatural blessing toward your way. Some of us really are in need of that blessing, and I thank God for everybody that has been inboxing me because I have been taking all your prayer requests to our prayer room. And please write me and let me know how God moved in your life. But at the same time today, I want to talk to some young adults that have been mimicking the life of the woman with the issue of blood. And you have been mimicking this for a long time. But what God is saying to you is, you don't have to go through this for 12 years. He can heal you right now. You've been mimicking the issue of blood because you've been in a relationship too long. You've been mimicking that issue because you've been in abuse too long. You've been mimicking that issue. You've been laying in that bed being depressed too long. You've been mimicking that issue because you've been pretending to be something that you're not. But what God is saying, let it go. Cast it and give it unto me. Surrender it unto him. And as you begin to surrender those things unto him, some things will happen and many things will loosen up for you. And when I say that, oh, well, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, you've been covering it up with drinking and hanging out with the girls, but when the night is over, it's still there. The depression is still there. You've been partying, being a party animal, but when it's all over with, the hurt is still there. You have been in this relationship, you go out and you smile, you put on your makeup in this abusive relationship, but when it's all over, the bruises and the scars are still there. God is saying you don't have to walk around for 12 years with an issue when he can heal you right now. He has given you all power. All you have to do is talk to him. Be honest with him. You don't know how you got there. Okay, who cares how you got there? But there is a way that you can get out because God is always been a God who creates a way of escape. And what I'm saying to you again, I always say this: cast your cares upon him because he cares for you. This is that time to do that surrender. God, I don't know when it happened. I don't know how I got into it, but Lord, I'm asking you to fill those dark places, those hurt places, those places of disappointment, those places that I feel worthless or I feel low self-esteem. Fill them with your joy, your peace, and your rest. I need rest, and ask God to bring balance back into your life, that you will be able to remove yourself further from some other situations, because now you're coming to that point that God is going to deal with these other issues because you opened up the door and you told him yes. When we were talking about tell the Lord yes, and even with the 60-second prayer, we were telling him left yes and everything. Well, this is a part of that growth. We're going further into what God is doing in our lives. But I will say to you, when you're honest with God, God can move. Don't sit there and try to tell God, well, what do you want to hear? Tell him what's true and what's right and what you feel is going on with you. And he will move on your behalf like never before. And if it means, but you have to be ready for when he moves on your behalf, you got to say goodbye to the habits. Sometimes you might even have to cut off some relationships and friendships and learn how to be alone. And when you learn how to be alone, God will bring you a peace, he will bring you rest, and he will bring you a satisfaction in your spirit. And when he begins to add people back into your life, there will be people for the better that will be able to encourage you, feed you, and nurture you. This is Tati from the Power Surge Corner blog. You don't have to walk around 12 years with an issue when God can heal you now. Talk to you soon.